I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. These are the words of our forefathers that meant something at one time. Go down that rabbit hole, and you'll find darkness. As always, welcome to my mania. Welcome to the Tech Overlords channel, where we aim for you to serve us wisely and well. Hi, I'm Jake Johnson, coming to you live from the internet. Boy, has it been an interesting week. Wednesday, I went on a crazy rant, political, because there were some things going on in the country, and I didn't think they were right. And Thursday and Friday, we've seen fallout from those things, so I know that they weren't right, and I was right to question them. However, some people didn't think that my questioning was wise. I was called bigoted, a fool, a neckbeard. I was called a zealot, a religious zealot. I was called backwoods, and all manner of other things. And to that I say, neckbeard? Well, goddamn, you got me on that one. But everything else, I'm afraid that you've mischaracterized me. I was told that I believed that the earth was only 6,000 years old, and that natural selection wasn't a real thing, and that I was a Trump supporter, like, a MAGA guy. I mean, the comments are there. You can read them for yourself. They're on Wednesday's podcast, and you can read my replies. I was also called uneducated. And to that, I listed my education, and then I was called full of shit. So anybody who knows me knows that I spend a great deal of time learning things. Naturally select ladies, that's right. Do you know who I'm talking about, April? Hey, April, how are you? What are the people going to do? I don't know. That remains to be seen. Anyway, apparently I said something Wednesday that offended somebody, and I really don't care because I believe what I believe, and I'm honest about what I believe. I'm also open-minded, and am willing to see things from many perspectives, but I'm also truthful, and I'm not going to lie to you or myself. And that was the problem. Apparently, I didn't lie. And so I'm uneducated, arrogant, word-twisting, bigoted, neckbeard, religious zealot, fool. I can live with that. What about you? What do you think? Oh, I'm also poisoning my family and my small audience with my backwards ideas. Anybody feel that way? The technocracy is purging right now. Yes, it is. Apple has just banned or threatened to ban Parler from the Apple Store for misuse of its platform, which means they allow free speech. And they're going to get banned for that. And right now, Parler's down, and so is Gab. And I don't know about Minds.com, but it's probably down too. There's a lot going on. And also, yesterday in the middle of the night, probably about 4 o'clock in the morning, I was having posts. I was in the middle of an argument at 4 o'clock in the morning, and there were texts being deleted off of my thread as we were talking. And of course, they blamed me for it. And I was like, no. Remember, I'm the backwoods Republican. I believe in free speech. I don't believe in censorship, but I wouldn't delete a text. You know, that's not me. I believe in standing up for what I believe in. So, whatever. Again, I ask April, do you know who I'm talking about? Did you read the comments? Okay. The Biden bump is the death of the Republic. Yes. You'll notice that I opened today with the Pledge of Allegiance, because it may be the last time anybody hears it. So I wanted to get it out there. And I don't know what to expect. This does not turn out the way that I thought it would, obviously, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Although I can just about probably write down every move that's going to be made in the next 4 years. Yeah, you can't vote out people who print votes. That's for damn sure. Can't win against people who have the deck stacked against you either. There was nothing fair. There was nothing legal. There was nothing constitutional and nothing right that happened this month or last month. But it happened, and we have to live with it. I don't believe we should be violent unless there's absolutely no other choice. But I do believe that we should stand our ground. No, I don't know. Okay. No. Go back and take a peek at Wednesday's podcast and look at the comment section, and you'll see. April. I thought about reading them all on the podcast tonight, but it's kind of redundant if I'm not going to out the person who did it. I mean, you can look for yourself, but it won't come from my lips. And basically, I don't agree or think that anything that was said was correct, so there's no point in me defending it. I also don't believe that any person that actually knows me thinks any of that. I hope. Anyway, this was a extreme left-wing diatribe against me because I said something about Donald Trump on the podcast, and apparently everybody that knows me doesn't agree with me. However, I didn't do anything to incite that attack in the first place. I didn't contact the person. I didn't say anything about the person directly. But some of what I said involved the other person because of the nature of their lifestyle. I wasn't talking about them personally, but they got encompassed in it. So you feel gaslighted by me? I'm gaslighting you? Well, if I am, I'm doing it for your own good. You might not like some of the stuff I say, but you can't disagree with any of it because none of it's my opinion. And if it is my opinion, I make certain to make sure that everybody knows it's my opinion. Most of it, most of what I talk about on this podcast comes directly from the Bible or directly from the Constitution. Not my opinion. I just try to live that way. And I'm not perfect at it either. But you got what I'm saying, though, right, April? You don't have to read it all right now. Or at all, if you don't want to, but you're welcome to. No comments on Wednesdays? They must have deleted them then. They were there this morning. Let me go look and see what's going on. I may not have a copy of them myself. Wouldn't that be something? Hang on 1 second. I'll be right with you. I bet you that little coward deleted them himself. Herself, excuse me. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-da. And now my computer's wanting to be slow. Come on. Oh, forget it. I'll look later. They selves himself. Yeah. No, it wasn't in the live chat. It was in the comments down below the video. No, this person is related to you directly. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the comment that was triggering was when I said something to the effect of that this stuff that's going on in the country today is like a mind virus, and it's infecting people, especially starting from the schools, because people are being brainwashed, and it's just like taking over people. And you've got all these different types of people doing things to themselves that they shouldn't be doing, and they're believing in it. And apparently, two and two got put together, and they thought that I was talking about transgenderism, which in a way that's part of what I was talking about, but not entirely. I was actually talking about left-wing ideology, but it got connected. Mostly you and April. Nope. They're right up close to the top, and there's about 6 or 8 comments between me and another person. 113. I don't know what that is. Anyway, what I said was, I'll back you up whatever choice you want to make. If you want to, do whatever, that's your business. It's not my business. I don't care what you do to yourself. I don't care who you are, what your identity is. The problem comes when you try to force me to change my reality, which I've grown up believing and knowing. Yeah, 113. Today is 113. Today's I think today's 114, so it's 113, yes. So you can do whatever you want to do, but altering the way that I think is not permissible, because the way I think has been formed over many years of surviving this world, and I've come to my own conclusions, and I don't need somebody telling me how to think. That was the gist of what I said that obviously triggered, and I'm sorry. I don't take that back. I'm sorry if it offended them. Not my problem. I didn't tell them to do what they did with themselves. Wasn't my decision. So it can't be my fault. And it also can't be my fault for living a normal life and trying to be a normal human being. And it's not my fault if I have a problem with people telling me that words don't have meanings anymore, or that what I've known all my life to be true is all of a sudden not true. It's not going to work. I don't play that game. Not for you or anybody else. So, whatever. We can talk about it until I decide not to talk about it. Yeah, I hear you. Anti-drama. That's what I like. Anti-drama. I'm not into drama. I don't play games. I don't beat around the bush. I don't sugarcoat. And most people like me for that reason. Some people hate me for that reason. I can live with that. Right? Well, I wasn't trying to change anybody's mind. I was actually talking about politics. I just got roped into that mentality because of the way that I phrased something, apparently. It wasn't intended to be directed at anybody, but it found somebody anyway. So that's the point. The point is I didn't do anything to deserve the attack, but I defended myself gallantly, and you can read all about it on 113 if you like. And if you'll go back and watch the video, you'll see that I wasn't pointing that at any particular person. I was talking about the entire left-wing ideology and the way that it's twisted people this generation and the way that people are acting. That includes Antifa and BLM and, you know, the transgender movement and the gay pride movement and the atheist movement and the Satanist movement, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on. It's not just one thing, it's a lot of things. But those things didn't exist in the open when I was coming up, and then they became mainstream. And so anybody on any level, on any platform, with any belief system who has that experience, if they have any backbone at all, will buck it. They won't like it. Nobody likes to have their whole universe subverted overnight, seemingly overnight. So my sentiments would be echoed from any perspective. I believe that. So, whatever. Anyway, Kevin and I are out getting dinner, so we're here listening, okay? Okay. I'm glad you're here. I'm here talking. And Great Sky Troll, you and I go way, way back. So we can talk about anything on any level for hours. I'm as open-minded as they come. However, I'm not going to bullshit. I'm not going to sugarcoat, and I'm not going to beat around the bush. I don't think that's ever been a problem for us. I don't know why it would be a problem for anybody else. But apparently I'm antiquated and backwoods and neck-bearded. I can't get over the neck-beard comment, though. That was too much. Hitting the nail on the head there a little bit. But that's what I did for the most of this morning, anyway, till about, well, the last comment was about an hour ago, where I was told I was going to be blocked, and I'm like, you can't block me from my own stream. I didn't go to your website. You came to mine. So, run and hide. That's fine. So, what's been going on with you guys this week? Anything interesting or novel besides the fall of the Republic and the forming of the Union, formerly known as the United States. Great time of day, man. Yeah, it is. That's a question. You hit a nerve on her on who? Oh, you're still talking about the other thing. Okay, I got you. Well, sometimes nerves are exposed. I have them too. But you can't discuss anything without running the risk of touching somebody's nerve. That's the nature of conversations. Yeah, I follow you now. That's okay. Great gravy, but okay. Thank you. I just be doing me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to offend nobody, but sometimes people get offended, I guess. I guess I can live with that. I don't like it, but what can you do? I didn't really like all the personal attacks that were unwarranted, attacking my education and whatnot. The way I see it, that whole conversation could have been done in a couple of sentences. Take out all the attacks and get right to the point. What is it that I said that bothered you? How can we get past it? But it never got to that. So, and I am a notorious arguer. I don't go down without a long fight. Most people aren't prepared for that when they pick a fight with me. And I don't get offended very easily because I'm pretty secure in who I am, what I stand for, what I believe. I'm not trying to figure it out. I figured it out a long time ago. But everybody ain't in that boat. And I understand that. But conversation makes everything better. The only way you can beat bad ideas is with more conversation. That exposes the bad ideas and brings to light good ideas. That's right. I said how I feel, and people have opinions. That's correct. I wasn't asking anybody to feel what I feel. That's just what I feel. Now, when we do the Bible study, the only thing I ask is that you listen. You don't have to agree with me. I don't even agree with me most of the time. I'm just reporting what's in the book and trying to make sense of it so that the people that have trouble reading it can digest it easily. I simplify things sometimes. I leave out some stuff sometimes because a verse in the Bible can have like 5 or 6 different meanings or more. It depends on what it's in context with or how it's taken or how it's read. So everybody don't need to know all of that. What they need to know is what the book says, what it means, in everyday language that everybody can understand. So that's what I'm attempting to do with that. I don't ask you to believe it. That's up to you. Just I'm just reading what's in the book. I didn't write the book. I believe the book, but that's my business. And my salvation is mine. I don't need anybody to help me with that. You don't need anybody to help you with that. The whole point is to get through it and understand it. That's all. When I quit dope, my life sort of gilled suddenly, and a whole bunch of bullshit cleared out. It angered some people. Yeah. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people hang on to your negativity. That's one thing I've noticed about people who drink. If you, now you know I don't drink. I have drank, but I'm not a drinker. and I haven't drank in a very long time. But I hang out in bars all the time. So when I'm around a crowd of people and they offer me a drink, and I say, no thanks, I don't drink, you can buy me a Mountain Dew though, the first response is just about all the time anger, like I did something wrong. And I have to reassure them, look, I don't care if you drink. I don't have anything against drinking. I've been drunk a time or two. However, at this moment, I have to drive, so I'm not drinking. And if that offends you, then I'm sorry. And then usually it eases out. But the first response is usually anger. Now, why would that be? Why would somebody get mad at me for not drinking? The answer to that is because it exposes their weakness. And they don't like it. It holds a mirror up and they can see themselves and they don't like what they see. And that's usually the reason people get offended. Not always, but usually. A good portion of the time. It's classic projection, that's right. We're all about to sit down, so I'll be with you in a sec. Okay, honey, we're right here. Yeah, it's classic projection. And anytime you better yourself or try to work on yourself or try to improve your intellect or whatever it is you're doing, if you have people around you that are not doing that, their first response will be anger and then jealousy. And most of the time, they'll probably tell you at some point that you can't do it or that you shouldn't even bother trying or who do you think you are? You think you're better than everybody else? Those kind of things come out. It is classic projection, and it's a common problem. Anybody that ever gets famous will tell you that there's a group of people that are very jealous and enraged by their success. And it's because they don't have success. Or maybe they tried just as hard, but it didn't happen for them. What they're missing is that nobody's really in charge. If I get successful on something, it's not because of anything I did. I just got lucky. I could be one of those people that could toil for years and never find success. I have been that person in some areas. But anytime you try to improve your life, you're going to meet resistance. And there's two things you can do. You can be patient and understanding and work through it with the person and put up with their attacks, or you can cut them out of your life and move forward, because when you improve yourself, you're going to want new friends who are improved with you, because if they don't grow with you, they'll be holding you back. So it's up to you. I don't know how to advise you on that one, other than to say that that should not deter you from wanting to make yourself a better person. I'll admit it was sudden, and that sudden display of willpower startled them, scaring some outright, yes, because they don't have that willpower, and they don't know where you got it from, and they're suspicious of it, and they think that you're leaving them, and you are in some sense, because you don't need that thing that they need anymore, or you found a better way. This is part of life, and it's part of growing up, and everybody experiences it, but it don't have to be that way. By the same token, me telling you that you should be patient, they should be patient also. They should also grow up and realize that you can't stay in the dirt. If there's something holding you back and you cut it out of your life to do better, they shouldn't be jealous of you for that. They should be proud of you for that. They should lift you up for that. It just don't always work that way. I just couldn't live that way anymore. Yeah, I understand. I've quit several things in my life, and some things I hang on to. I'm aware of the situation. I know that smoking will kill me one day. I watched it kill my mom. It probably had a hand in killing my father, but it's my choice. I chose to do it. I like smoking. I enjoy it. Nobody pressured me into starting, and nobody's going to pressure me into quitting. If I quit, it'll be because I decided to, which I'm not likely to do because I enjoy it. That being said, I don't drink and I don't do drugs, so I got to do something, you know? I knew that when I chose to smoke on the live stream that it would be a problem anyway, because for some reason, if you're on TV, people want you to be all professional. But I thought that it would make me seem more realistic because I'm just a person and I smoke. So why would I hide it? But I do understand, especially in the Bible study portion, because people are expecting me to be ministerial, be all pastoral. I tried drinking it, just not my thing. It really ain't mine either. I got sick every time I got drunk. I mean, every time. I'd throw up. If I had more than like 4 or 5 shots in a row, I'd throw up every time. And my body just does not like it. I enjoy drinking. I just don't like the after effect. And I can't smoke pot either. I like the idea of smoking pot. I like potheads as a general rule. But when I smoke it, it makes me dumb. I mean, real dumb. Like I can't form sentences dumb. And I don't like being that way at all. I'm a upper, not a downer. You know what I'm talking about. So that didn't work. I've had some Jello shooters that were pretty good. Yeah, I've tried those a couple times. They're all right. And occasionally somebody will buy a shot and hand it to me, and I'll drink that because it's rude not to. But I just don't. I don't have any alcohol in my house, and I don't ever go buy any alcohol. No point in it. I don't need it. It's just not, it doesn't do anything for me. But if somebody buys me a shot, of course I'll drink it. They hand it to me. They spent $5 on it. Why wouldn't I? When in Rome and all that. But I won't be getting drunk, and I won't be exhibiting drunk-like behavior unless I'm doing it on purpose as part of my act, which I have been known to do to, spur other people on to drink. But that's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do, is sell beer. I try to keep a pint around for medicinal purposes. Yeah, I have other things for that. And I would love to make some moonshine, not because I want to drink it, but because I want to give it to my friends. And I think that'd be cool. But, and also it's a way to make money when times get hard. And I think I'd be good at it because I'm good at things like that. And it's just another experience to put under my belt. And you know me, I'm a collector of experiences. But one thing, you won't ever see me drunk. Probably can check your state's regulations. Yeah, I think it's something like you can make 2 gallons without being illegal a year. I think that's what it was at one time. I don't know if it's still that way or not, but yeah, you just can't mass produce it. You can't be caught selling it either. I think North Carolina is a little hard on it because this is one of the states where they were moonshine runners back in the day. But I'm pretty sure you can get away with a couple gallons a year anyway. I made meth one time too, just to see if I could do it. It was effective, but not very good. And the only time I ever did it, I just wanted to see if I could do it. And I could. And I had the anarchist cookbook, and it was right there, so I just did it. You know what book that is? You ever read that book or saw it? It was all the rage in the late 80s, early 90s. You were something or somebody if you had a copy of that book. And I had a couple copies. I admit nothing. We did some pretty crazy things back in the flea marketing days, didn't we? Remember that stuff? We were making all kinds of things back then. What do you think about that? Isn't that pretty? I got that when I started making my own cigarettes. I got some plastic ones too that look like cigarette packs, but they don't break down. But I like that one, little cigarette tin. Although it seems to make me smoke more because I like opening it. I might have to put it down. I got some more work done on my motorcycle today. I got the battery charger on it now. I'm going to check my work in the morning and see if it'll crank up. Ricky knocked me out with those boxing gloves. I tried to, but you wouldn't ever let me hit you. Ricky's a little bigger than I am, too. So he probably had a better reach. Brian did, too. Really? Well, you were just getting knocked around all over the place, wasn't you? Or was you just trying to see what everybody was made of? Yeah. Yeah, he is a southpaw. Not me. Right-handed as they come. This hand, the only thing it ever does is this and this. Scrapped until you broke them. Hey, Kevin, what's up, brother? You hanging in there down there in Florida? Enjoying the weather? It's raining up here. Been raining all day. Oh, Kevo. It's nice to see you. What's up? Are you enjoying being home? I know y'all had a long trip last weekend. I remember we had it all set up, though. Get to the flea market on Thursday around midnight, get in the line, get there by 5 a.m., get set up the tent and the portable TV and the portable stove, and get to flea marketing, stay there all weekend. I am out with the gorgeous April at Suppresso Italian restaurant, which is in the middle of a casino. Ooh, that's some money. Viva la casino! That sounds familiar. Guy with a sword. Seems like I remember something like that. Remember the guy at the Fubu store? That gangster from New York, Giovanni, tried to rope me in and make me a henchman. Told me he would set me up in an apartment and give me a new car and a cell phone, which at the time was a big deal. And all I had to do was let people in at certain times and let them do deals. I thought about that hard, but ultimately I didn't do it because I wouldn't want my mama to come hang out with me there. And I never did anything I was ashamed to tell my mama, so I backed out. But he had me on the ropes there for a little while, starting with a great old fashioned. He had the other trash that was sword shaped, but he had this one katana. Ah, it seems like I remember a sword guy, but I don't remember much detail about it. Anyway, years later, I looked up that guy Giovanni just out of curiosity to see who he was. Turns out he was a murderer, and he was on a run from the law in New York, which is why he was in Georgia hiding. And his little henchman Sandman was in prison when I looked them up. That was just a few months after I met them, so probably a good thing I didn't become one of his henchmen. I am tired. I have been raiding the United States Capitol with Michael the Man Hatchet. Uh-oh. Did y'all didn't go up there, did you? Disrupting Congress is tough. I think they wanted it to happen. They were letting them in. And Nancy Pelosi had her laptop stolen. And she's freaking out about that, which leads me to believe there's something on that laptop. And Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, that was somebody's idea to get that laptop. Maybe we'll have a way to get rid of her. Nah, but I met Sting and Lex Luger. I met Ultimate Warrior and the Giant. They were at the weird guy's powerhouse stall. He's so full of shit. LOL. Now, I kind of figured y'all were with me on Wednesday and you're with me on Friday, and it happened on Thursday, so I can do math. You wore a Biden mask, they let you right in, huh? I believe that'd do it. Wearing any kind of mask these days will do it. That's all they want is for us to conceal our identities. But I got news for you. Bad guys wear masks. I'm not wearing one. I'm a white hat and a crack shot. Gunslinger. I'm a guitar slinger. It ain't much difference. 6 strings and a loaded hand. You didn't believe me when I told you, but I was so fanboy I didn't care. Okay, I don't remember that, but I suppose it's possible. There was a lot going on in those days. I'm even a good guy on Red Dead. Brian, what's up, buddy? Howdy, howdy. Howdy even. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you could stop by. Welcome, welcome. It's so nice to have everybody in one room talking to shit. There's that crazy southpaw. Gotta work tomorrow. Is it raining there in Georgia? It's raining here. Just kind of drizzling though. It's not a heavy rain, but it's just constant. Been going all day. Work? What is that? It's the thing Dobie Gillis is allergic to. It did last night and today. Okay. I keep hoping it'll stop. All this rain is gonna make my land mushy. I don't need no more flooding. I got a river runs right behind my house, and every time it gets full, it crests, and then I get another flood. And sometimes it gets up close to the house, and I don't need that. Don't need no more flooding. Y'all got your stimulus checks yet? I'm still waiting on mine. Don't know if it's gonna come or not. Not that that $600 is gonna do a whole lot of good, but it's something. You don't know. You don't know if you're getting one or not. I hadn't got mine yet. I could use it though. I wish it'd hurry up and get here. Have you heard that song Dick Down in Dallas? Hmm. You haven't got yours yet? I don't think I have. It sounds familiar, but I can't swear to it. Send me a link. I'll go listen to it. Dick Down in Dallas. I've been dick down in Dallas. I've been fucked in Frisco. I've been banged in Bangor, Maine. And I've been donged in Tokyo. The cities are the problems. That's right. That's where all the craziness goes on. Thankfully, I'm far enough away from the city I don't have to think about that, but there's a lot of craziness happening in cities right now. They are not a place you want to be. Yeah, it's easy for groups to conspire. That's also where all the left leaning people go because of the nature of cities. So they are easy to brainwash. And why didn't you just put it right here in the chat? Let me see. It's on YouTube. Okay. I've been dick down in Dallas. I've been fucking San Francisco. San Francisco. What's a F city or state? I don't think there's any states that start with F. Sports update. Playoffs all day Saturday and Sunday. Bucks at 8:15 Saturday. Go Bucks. So how cold is it where you are, Jake? I think it's like in the 50s. It's not real cold tonight. Let me see. The rain has kind of warmed it up a little bit. It's 39 degrees. I can accept everything but that Biden bump. It is statistically impossible and appeared in Georgia runoffs like clockwork. Well, they cheated in the national election. Of course they cheated in the runoffs. I expected that. That Biden bump. Have you seen his rallies? That guy can't get 10 people to show up. 10 people. All right. Scooby-Doo, bibbidi-bidi-bappa. Now it will be seen as normal. Yeah. David was told that he had already voted and then got mail thanking him for voting for Warmoth and Assoff. Well, there you go. And that is how you subvert an election. Very simple. You just do it all yourself and don't let anybody have any input. Print up a bunch of ballots and fill them out yourself or with a computer. Then you mail them in and then you send the thank you cards out to people that didn't vote. And who are they to tell you that they didn't vote? Half of them won't complain anyway. Ugh, there we go. Let's see. That's how long it's taken me this long just to get my browser to come up. I think my browser's frozen. I might have to restart it. But I can't do it right now because it'll kill my other browser, which is hosting this podcast. Let's see here. We have a very romantic booth, and April is looking good tonight, hot tonight. Too bad there are all these people around if you get my drift. Go April. And do it in front of the people. One, singular. No, it's in the bag now. No vote will ever be secure. That's correct. You can't trust the voting system. There's no point in voting because you can't guarantee your vote means anything anymore. They done ruined that. Now, they haven't found the consequences of that yet, but the next election we have, they're going to see the consequences of it because I'm willing to bet that a lot of people just ain't going to participate. Just hunker down right there on the table there, Kevin. The folks that enjoy it will watch, and the folks that don't will look away. Either way, you'll be a hero. I'll be a hero. Banging my girlfriend on the table tonight. I'll be your hero. Wow, that went dark. Let's listen to a song. If I can get it to come up. Damn, I voted for Trump. Then I went home and watched my one vote count as one vote. Too bad it was honest. Too bad I was honest. I should have voted 5 times like the other guys. I agree with you. 5 or 10 times. And then drove to another state and voted again. Yeah. Vote often. I think you're right. But like I said, what's the point if you can't trust the voting system, can't trust the electoral college, you can't trust the Supreme Court, and you can't trust Congress because they'll turn on you, all of them. Nah, brother, the Republic died on that Biden bump. I agree with you. Song is actually pretty good, explicit but funny. Well, I'm trying to watch it, but I just can't seem to pull it up right now. I think my browser is frozen because it just spinning. I got a good connection though. I just can't pull up any other websites. Play it on my phone. You won't be able to hear it then. Trey Lewis, Dick Down in Dallas. Anybody want to listen to it? Look it up. April is having a pizza. I'm having something called torchillo, but first melted on mozzarella. Well, damn. Salty Cracker is doing a purge restream. Are you talking about me? I'm not following what you're saying there. Dig down in Dallas. Yeah, that's interesting. I wish everyone could hear Ugh. You couldn't hear that? Probably sounded pretty blurry, huh? But if I could have pulled it up on my browser, I would have played it for everybody. But for some reason, I'm having some internet issues, I think. At least the stream is still going strong, I think. I don't know what a salty cracker is. Oh, it's another channel. I got you. Y'all gonna hit the casino tonight, Kev? Good night, Brian. 5 a.m. does come early. Thanks for hanging with us for a little while. Nice to see you while we could. Come back on Monday. Join the Bible study with us. Longer if you didn't have to work. Yeah, I understand. That work comes first. I get it. Later, Cosmo. Kev, April, y'all still with me? There's 6 people here and only 2 talking. So hello, 6 people. So Monday we're going to start the book of John. John the John of Patmos, guy who wrote Revelations. I don't know about all that working stuff though. I do lots of it and I don't seem to get ahead no matter what I do. Maybe I should start driving a truck or get Dick down in Dallas. Dick down in Dallas. Dick down in Dallas. That's a pretty interesting song. I never heard one put quite that way before. But it's an age-old song about love gone bad. They just usually aren't that explicit. Usually some songs like that are done with entendre, double entendres. Like sleeping single in a double bed. Remember when she was giving me... Oh. I don't know where that came from. Hey, my browser's back. Have any of y'all been watching the new Star Trek? Star Trek Discovery? Man, that's about the worst written thing I've ever seen. Hey, Kev. Are you guys going to hit the casino tonight? Take $20 and do some betting and see what you can do. I'll send you $20 off my check when I get it. Yeah, STD. Have you watched any of it? Nikosius, what's happening? Nice to see you. Thanks for hanging out. What kind of stuff are you into? We're just chit-chatting tonight. Tonight's a chill stream, not getting into anything heavy. It is absolutely trash. The last episode aired last night, and I watched it, and I could not believe how dumb the writers of that show are. I mean, I've tried. I'm a Trek fan. I've been watching Star Trek since it was on syndication. And it's just, I could do better in my sleep, and I don't even know the subject matter that well. They write all kinds of garbage. Like, a scream is what caused all the spaceships to blow up in the whole galaxy. As if a scream can travel through space. Sound has to have a medium to travel through. And space is a vacuum. So, or when they said, let's fly. When I think of the word fly, I think of lift and drag and pitch and yaw and all that stuff, meaning you need an atmosphere to fly. You're not flying in space, you're more akin to floating. Pre-suicide missions in the first episode, yeah. And went all the way from mutineer to captain. Amazing. I can't tell you how bad that show is. Nikosius, introduce yourself. Let us know who you are and what you're into. Please refrain from talking about STDs when I am about to eat pasta. STD, Star Trek Discovery. I want to talk about anything else. It's trash. It really is. The only good thing that I've seen in the way of science fiction is The Mandalorian, and that has its drawbacks, but it's at least to some degree crowd pleasing. But Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Picard, Doctor Who, uh, Westworld, uh, what's that comic book? Um, the one they made the movie about a couple years back. All the generic superheroes. Can't think of the name of it. Uh, sure. Yeah, they do a lot of stealing. But I think the whole idea was to model it after a Western. So they've been doing a lot of Western tropes, things that you would see in those old spaghetti Westerns. And I will not know whether to eat or to scratch. I don't know what Kurosawa is, but I'm assuming it's a director of some kind. or a writer. I cannot think of the name of that. The Watchmen. That's what it is. All of those movies are terrible. It's like they're trying to destroy the fandom that has existed for so long. Yeah, Lone Wolf and Cub. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. That was kind of the idea from the offset. They wanted to make the Lone Wolf and Cub, but do it in the. It's basically just that with a Star Wars skin on it. It's got a lot of samurai and old Western tropes in it. A little bit of kung fu theater vibe going on. It's all agenda narrative. Yeah, I know. That thing you do, you am Spartacus. And I tell you something, I hope you understand. Oh, I saw that movie a long time ago when it first came out. I saw it in the theater. If I ever wear a mask, it will be a Mandalorian helmet. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to get one of those macabre, like night ball masks, with the eyes, with the feathers that come off of it, and wear that, just the eyes, and dare anybody to say anything. April is a Greek goddess named Aprilius, Aprilius. Huh. Vaginus Maximus Aprilius. Are you not entertained? Called you a big. Trigger, trigger. I dig it. She knows I'm just messing with her. Latin jokes. Yeah, I thought you'd like that. That was funny. Kevin says, I'm Xerxes and I'm going down. Everybody wins in that kind of battle, though. You guys are hilarious. She thinks I want a tuna steak. I think I want a tuna steak. Huh. Got you thinking about fish, huh? I'm a swordfish. I'm going to cook a tuna steak. Is that any good? I like tuna out the can, but I don't know about a tuna steak. What do you put on it? Just eat it by itself? Next time I do music, do the song That Thing You Do. Then play my favorite Greek song. The Greeks don't want no freaks. I am Spartacus. Will do. If it's cooked right, it's fucking life changing. Well, that's high praise. I'll have to try that. I'm not big on fish. I eat it a little bit, but I'm not opposed to some tuna. I don't think I've ever had a tuna steak. It's just a thick piece of tuna, right? Do you batter it or do you just grill it? You'll think you're burning it because it's such a fine flesh. Yeah, I know about that. Cook it in a little olive oil. Burn it to make it dark. A bark. You mean like char the outside of it? It sounds good. Lemon and salt and pepper. I'll definitely get some and try it. On my second old fashioned, April is still sipping her rum and coke. At this rate, we will never get her drunk. Hmm. Next time, just order some straight Jack Daniels and pour it down her throat. You want some rum? Try some of this. It's not quite rum, but you'll like it. I once did a show where I had girls lined up around the whole front of the stage, and I had 2 bottles of Jack Daniels, and I just walked by pouring it in their mouths. They were like little birds. Everclear. Why take around? Well, if you're aiming for drunk, that'll do it. I remember when that used to be a taboo thing. All right now, slow your roll. Oh, 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 I'm getting drunk tonight. Yeah, I've never had one. I'll have to try it out. I'll try anything once. If I like it, I'll try it again. If I really like it, I'll bottle it and sell it. And usually, I'll eat anything that won't eat me first, but we can negotiate. It just depends on the situation. Folks, please take a moment and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you'll get notifications when I'm online. Assault that like button. Hit it like it owes you money. It owes me money. Share this video with somebody you love. Hell, share it with somebody you hate. Either way, the message gets across. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking about. Question me, challenge me, curse me, bless me. Whatever you want to do, just as long as you're thinking. And if you like what I'm doing and you want to support me, go to paypal.me/JakeJohnsonBand. Every little bit helps. It's a win-win-win. It's a write-off for you. It's a blessing for me, and everybody gets to feel good about their day. And if you're in a casino, bet big. Have a good night.
Genesis 40.
Oh, wrong button. No. Not till Sunday. Wrong button. I'll eat anything that don't eat me first, and a few things that could. Yeah, I just said that. I said I'll eat anything that won't eat me first, but we can negotiate. Because I'm feeling saucy. Might get out and push my motorcycle to town. Actually, I'm probably just going to curl up, watch the news, and see how bad the damage is. Shark is good too. I ain't never had no shark. I lived in Florida for a long time, and I ain't never had no gator either. Not that I know of, but I have had frog legs. Tastes like chicken. I hear gator's pretty good, though, if you can get over the chewiness of it. About like bear meat, the more you chew it, the tougher it gets. But what I really want to eat, and I've been thinking about this a long time, I'd like to eat some elk or some buffalo. You know, a real big, strong athlete animal. Pure red meat, nothing but protein. Now that I'd like to try. Elk or buffalo? Know where we can get any? I don't know about shark, though. I just can't imagine that being good. I want to eat a giraffe. Well, if you ate a giraffe, you would be surprised at how much it tastes like deer because that's what it is. It's a deer. You can order buffalo. I might. Have to be same day service, though. I wouldn't want to eat 3-day old meat. I'm sure you can order it. I don't know about the mailing of meat. I don't know if that would be good or not. I know they ship seafood around the country, so surely they ought to be able to ship meat in a little box with some ice, maybe. Seal it up real good. Who knows? I've never attempted to order meat before, unless you count the Swan's truck. I used to like that, but I hadn't seen a Swan's truck in 10 years or better. Nah, it's delivered to the grocery. Talk to your grocery butcher. I might do that. That's a good idea. I love you too, April. Anyway, talk to you soon. Love you all. God bless. But I love you too, honey. And we'll see you on Sunday. Gonna go a round or two with that atheist to see what we can do with him. I hope you guys have enjoyed the night. I have. I've had a blast this afternoon. It's been a great conversation. You guys have fun tonight and be safe and make some money. And I'm gonna get out of here and watch the news. Great Sky, peace be with you, brother. I love y'all. God bless and have a good night.